Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe. We're actually like 12 subscribers away from 550. I hit 500 subs yesterday, so I really appreciate it, guys. Just did a nice Houston Rockets stream where I answer your guys' question. If you pulled up to that, I appreciate you guys so much. We're growing like a madman. Very important video today, guys. It's about the Houston Rockets, obviously, as you're aware of. Also, really quick to mention, this is the same clips from earlier today's video. I need us to play at least 3 games so I can kind of put them all together. We don't have I don't like bubble footage. It kind of makes me depressed, to be honest. So hopefully it's okay, guys. Don't think it'll be a problem. But let's talk about today's video. I've changed my mind. Yesterday, I gave you guys some reasons as to how the Houston Rockets will be able to win the championship. Well, I've changed my mind. I think that if the Houston Rockets have James Harden, I think that they are actual NBA final contenders. And outside of the Los Angeles Lakers, they are my favorite to win the NBA Finals. And I'll tell you why. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, the first 2 games, I would say they looked pretty good, guys. What would you guys say? Because let's be real here. John Wall hasn't played a basketball game in 2 years. Last time John Wall played a basketball game, Jimmy Butler had a Minnesota Timberwolves jersey on his back. That's weird. That feels like 5 years ago, to be honest. He hasn't played in 2 years. He's played in 2 games so far. Dropped 21 last night. This dude, his shooting percentage might be in the 40s. It might be not great, but I'll tell you what, it's not bad. It's not bad for a guy who hasn't played in an NBA game in 2 years. John Wall is an all-star caliber point guard, and he fits our team better than Russell Westbrook 100 times more. It's not even close. You saw some of the threes John Wall took in the first 2 games. Russell Westbrook, he shoots those. They're so inefficient. I understand John Wall went 2 of 6 last night from 3, but his 2 threes, he looks so confident shooting the 3. Same with DeMarcus Cousins. There's clips in this video. They get the ball. DeMarcus Cousins get the ball. He's open on the 3-point line. He's shooting the ball, man. He's shooting the ball, and I'll tell you what, don't have his actual statistic right next to me, but I'll tell you it's definitely around the 50% range from 3, DeMarcus Cousins. I know it's only been 2 games. If DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall looked that good in the first 2 games, you got to remember something, the most important part actually of this whole thing. 3 of our starters did not play in the first 2 preseason games. James Harden, Christian Wood, who I've been saying is going to go 20-10 and get an all-star bid this season, and PJ Tucker. So you have James Harden, who's averaged 30 points since 2012. 30 points. He's the 3rd best offensive scorer of all time, and it's not close. It's not close, guys. I'll argue it till I die, man. James Harden's the 3rd best offensive scorer in the history of NBA basketball ever. This man is special, and I'm so grateful to be able to cover this man, because for however long he's in Houston, appreciate this guy, guys. The only way the Houston Rockets will fail is if James Harden decides to be a diva and sits out. Because if James Harden's averaged 30 since 2012, are you trying to tell me that James Harden would sabotage our team? He would never do that. Houston means a lot to him. We mean a lot to him. He means a lot to us. We all mean a lot to each other. James Harden, I guarantee you, will average 30 in this basketball season on the Houston Rockets. And I guarantee you he's going to help our team win an NBA championship. Here's why I think we'll win it, because I think that this team is very good. And if you look at our schedule, it's relatively easy. It's relatively on the easy scale. I know only 26 games, but the first 26 games are very, very doable. I think we play the Mavs like 2 or 3 times. That's really the only consistent competition outside of games 9 and 10 from the Los Angeles Lakers. I guarantee you, we'll start off good because we're a good basketball team and we've got an easier schedule the first 10 games. I guarantee you, if we beat the Los Angeles Lakers, even just once, games 9 or 10, I guarantee you James Harden would stay. I guarantee you James Harden would stay. I was talking about this on the stream. Imagine the Rockets are 6-2 or 7-1 going into games 9 and 10 against the Lakers. Imagine the Rockets win both of those games and they're 8-2, assumingly first in the West, and you're trying to tell me James Harden thinks his chances of winning on another team are better than the 8-2 Houston Rockets who just beat the Los Angeles Lakers, even if they just beat them once and are 7-3, and that's top 2 seed no matter what. 7-3 is the top 2 seed. I really think James Harden is going to give a chance. He was smiling today at practice. Looked like he was having a good time. Same goes with PJ Tucker. I made a video on PJ. Still expect PJ to get traded. I still expect Eric Gordon to be traded. But if they make the right trades, if they can trade for a Buddy Hield, Victor Oladipo, a Derrick Rose, if they can get 2 of those 3 guys, or even somebody else like Will Barton, OG, Otto Porter Jr., Miles Turner, even Dorian Finney-Smith, their team is so much better with those guys than Eric Gordon or PJ Tucker. I promise you. Guys, I think I might have to bet on the Houston Rockets to win the NBA Finals this season because they look great. John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, to me, they look like they could make the playoffs without James Harden, and that should scare every single team in the West. I guarantee you if Anthony Davis, who's had an injury-ridden career somewhat, LeBron James, if one of those guys go down, it's game over. Houston Rockets win it all. Guarantee you. Let me know what you guys think about today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, go ahead, subscribe. I do a lot of Houston Rockets live streams, a lot of Houston Rockets videos, trying to branch out. But sticking with the Rockets right now for this video, probably 2 Rockets videos a day. Let me know if you guys agree with my take because it is pretty ice cold, but I truly believe it. So peace out.